take a look at our FileMaker PandaDoc integration sample. So the first thing we need to do to integrate PandaDocs with FileMaker is to create a PandaDoc account. So we've already done this, and we'll pull that up here in a second. Second thing we'll need is our PandaDoc data API key. So let's go ahead and open PandaDocs. We can see here we have our account. We don't have any documents created at this time, but we do have templates. PandaDocs does include sample templates, and we've created a test template that's just a very simple version. There are a few things to keep in mind when you create templates. Templates can have tokens that you can actually send data from FileMaker to PandaDocs to be displayed on the document. Templates can also have different fields and various pieces of information that need filled in by specific people. So if we click here, we can see these are called roles, and they get assigned to, as you can see here, we have signature and date fields. So you can see the client is assigned to fill these fields out, whereas the sender is assigned to fill these fields out. So when you create a document from this template, you'll need those roles filled out. From there, to actually get started integrating with FileMaker, there are two ways you can do this. You can create an authorized application token and use OAuth, or you can go to the integration settings here, and you can see there are a bunch of different default integrations for PandaDoc. We can also just use the generic API. So we can turn this on, grab our API key, and then we can go back to our FileMaker system. So once we're back here, all we need to do is paste our API key to complete that step, and then go to the template. So we can list our templates using this button. FileMaker pulls all of the templates from PandaDocs and lists those here. We also have some information associated with those templates that we'll need to fill out to create a document. PandaDocs does also support creating and deleting both templates and documents, as well as sending tokens when you create a document to fill in information. So for now, we'll just take a look. As you can see, we have the sender and the client role from that template we looked at earlier. And so we can fill in the first name, last name, and email for each of those. But for now, we're just going to use this sample and fill in some test information. Once you've filled in all of the role information, you can create a document. You can see now that the document has been created, and it shows up here as a draft status. You can also click the List Documents button to pull in a list of all of the documents that you currently have created in PandaDocs to manage those here. If we go back to PandaDocs now, we can go to our Documents tab, and you can see we have the test document created. Going back to our FileMaker system, we can now send the email, confirm that we want to send the email, and you can see that the email status is set to sent. We'll take a quick look at our inbox and make sure that we got that email. All right, and we can see here that the test email did in fact come through to our inbox. So that concludes the process of creating a template, creating a document from the template, and then sending that document to get signed with PandaDocs from your FileMaker system. So that's it for our PandaDocs tutorial video. If you need any help integrating your system with PandaDocs, please feel free to reach out to us at DB Services.